Hey everyone, and welcome back to Esther NJ. I hope that you are doing very well. As you can see, the weather is so amazing for an autumn season. This is wow. But I'm really hoping that you have enjoyed the 9 months of 2023. In today's video, the topic I have for you today is to not focus on your losses and learning how to control your mind in triggering seasons. We are in a season of change, and change happens daily. It is inevitable. Most times, when change appears unexpectedly or knowingly, we tend to become very defensive. And it is a natural tendency to feel that way. But there will be moments in our lives where we will say, when change comes, what can I actually learn from it? What can I absorb from this change? In one of my recent videos, I spoke about when it comes to the problems we go through, we must learn how to lean into them. When we lean into our problems, we're saying that we won't allow our problems to overtake us or control us. But we're taking the time to understand what those problems are teaching us. And this is why I encourage people, rather than focusing on what isn't working, focus on what is working. Now, you have to look at your life from the scale of 2, 3, 4 years ago and compare it to the present right now. We confidently can say that our lives were not the same 4 years ago. There were so many things that changed, and we are able to utilize all the things that we've been through in the past to have a successful present right now. Now, to some, success is having a lot of wealth. But to others, success is having inner peace. But either way, don't allow the losses to make you miss out on what life has to offer you. Life is a gift, and we never want to take it for granted. Triggering seasons will come, I guarantee it. But when those triggering seasons come, you have two opportunities: to lean in or to forfeit. Now, we've only got less than 4 months to go until this year is over. Every single day will present itself to you, a problem or an opportunity. Both are good. Every day, yes, we want it to be exceedingly great, but we need to remember that when the triggering seasons come, perhaps it's to get our full attention. Maybe we're on the wrong path and we need to be back in alignment with the Father so we know where we're going. Triggering seasons doesn't mean you have to necessarily think about what you don't have and start to compare yourself with others. You know, that's the most quickest way to defeat, when you're looking at what other people are doing and you're not focusing on what you have already achieved. Even if it's to do one task out of your 10 tasks, that's a big achievement. I love this, that focusing on one thing at a time is the best way to live. If I have 10 ideas in my mind right now, and I want to do it to the best of my ability, but I then say, hold on, for the 8th task, you don't have so-and-so, so how can you continue? It's already affected my journey. Because I started off great in number 1, I've reached number 8, but I realize that something is missing and I can't finish the remaining 2, which is 9 and 10. It does happen. And again, it encourages us to be mindful and discerning of who is in our environment, who has our ears, who we open up ourselves to, and even to an extent, how many people you desire to help. You don't want to be in an environment where people remind you of what you don't have, or you're not growing quick enough, or you're not excelling in your field. You want people that can uplift you. But before you want people to uplift you, you need to uplift yourself. Uplifting yourself takes time. Uplifting yourself takes focus. And it is really important to remember that no matter what you are going through, you don't need to focus on your losses. Unless you want to learn from it and improve your life, then that's great. Everyone is on a journey. Anyone that you see out there that is making it look successful, ask them about their journey. I strongly believe when you are a person of influence, or you can attract people to you, it's not because everything was easy in your life. is because God can trust you to be his vessel to serve the masses. In these seasons that we are in, we must learn how to remove our minds from the losses that have occurred in our lives and be able to encourage people to focus on what is working. Don't stay where you are. You see people outside, whether you're working full-time in the office or you're working at home or you're doing hybrid working or you're running a business or you're a homemaker. There's so many things you can learn about people, but more importantly, yourself. Even responses. When it comes to emails, I love email etiquette. I love professionalism. Why? Because I present myself as a professional as well. So what I desire, I give. And it's really important that even as business owners and employees, we learn how to write good emails. Now you might be thinking, what does this have to do with loss? It really has a lot to do with it, because you could be in a very boiling state and you write an email, once it's sent and it expresses your anger and emotions, you can't take that back and therefore may lead to a lost opportunity. Going forwards now, we need to be reminded that losses don't define who you are. Losses make you better. Losses teach you what you shouldn't do next time, and it prepares you for what is yet to come. So don't think about losses as, oh, well, I don't have anything else to offer. You have a lot to offer. That's why you're here. So that when the losses do come, you don't actually see it as a loss, but you see it as a gain. At times, it's easy to focus on the losses to an extent where you may even entertain a given up spirit, or you may entertain that mindset of what is the essence, should I carry on? But I encourage you to carry on, no matter what comes your way. I encourage you to push through, even though it is difficult and you can't see your way clear. Look at so many people who are surrounded by us. If they gave up, would they be who they are today? Probably not. Look at our ancestors, those who are doing well, those who have gone before us. If they didn't set the pace for us now, would we know what we are doing right now? Probably not. So again, don't focus on what doesn't work, but ask yourself, what can I learn in that season? What can I do to become better? And you grow gradually from there. Gradual growth is better than no growth. Slow growth is better than no growth. You are where you are meant to be for a reason. You are not left behind and you are not forgotten because you are enough. And no one should ever trigger that. Even when you make mistakes, which is bound to happen, remember you are bigger than your mistake. So I want this video to encourage you and to remind you that you don't need to focus on your losses from a negative perspective, but from the perspective of, thank you for this loss. I now know what to attract going forwards. Thank you for this loss. I now know what to do to improve my life. Thank you for this loss. I now know how to develop my personal and mental well-being. So be encouraged. And if you know anyone right now that is dealing with loss, and it could be any type of loss, please let them listen to this video and refer them to any of our other videos that would be relative to them in their season. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and enjoy the rest of this beautiful autumn period in the sun. Take care, everyone. Bye.